live on my other device, but this one is working perfectly. Today, you guys are going to get ready with me, and I'm just going to talk about the time I feel like I got scammed. The industry has so many ways that you can get scammed. Not only you physically showing into places, but people actually trying to use you for free, as well as selling you a dream that you can be the next best and even better than who you probably look up to. This happened to me when I was in middle school. In middle school, I was walking through the mall, and I remember that I had girls about my age, maybe a little bit older, come up to me and say, "Hey, do you want to come to this?" And I remember them giving me a flyer. I am not going to mention the school because I am not trying to get in trouble. I'm trying to get ready for this thing that I have to film for this movie. So, come to me to the mall, and they gathered up all my information. And this happened to me twice, so I'm going to give you guys both versions of how it happened. I don't even want to look through my makeup brush or makeup stuff to try to find anything right now. Kind of in a hurry. So anyways, get all my information, call me a few days later telling me that you have been invited to audition, that there's casting directors from Disney, and that who knows, blah, blah, blah. So you go into this hotel, and this is in San Diego, California. So this was, you went to Mission Valley, which was called the Circle Hotel, or the Hilton. I'm sorry, it was the Hilton. It was actually right next door to what was, you can say, the modeling school. So you showed up with your pictures, and you went into the casting. There was a really big tea. You walked through the tea. You did your poses. You did this and that. The next thing you know, they get you into a room and tell you how much they love you and how much potential you have. So after you see all these girls that have the same dreams and aspirations as yourself, you get more flyers. You start getting so excited how you're going to be one of the kids that gets picked. Well, guess what? Every person pretty much gets picked. So after that, you get another call a few days later, and they ask you to come into the office. After you come into the office, love you too, guys. Oh, you guys are amazing. Where you guys been? I know I've been a little MIA, but please bear with me because like I'm working on some pretty cool stuff. So be prepared. So when you go to this casting call, you go into these, what they call casting directors. Honestly, these people who say they're casting directors are just people who are going to take your picture and tell you this: "Oh my God, you have so much talent. We think that you bring so much to the table. We think that you could be the next whoever it is at the top of the charts at the time." At the time, they used to use, what was her name? Brenda Young. I don't know if you guys know. She is she was like the heiress in The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. And obviously, I feel like I am a big, big fan of her. So that's the reason why I went. So after I went to this audition, tell you how much they love you and how you just need to tweak up a few things. And I believe everybody does deserve to go and get a little polished if the industry is something that you really want to get into. But in all reality, like, it's not needed. Last year, it kind of like started for me that I just started becoming like a movie extra, and slowly I just kind of been trying to just get me like supporting roles, which are speaking roles, and I gotten a few. And sometimes you have to say no to things that are not for you. I did say no to who's the artist name? Boosie or something like that. I did say no to his music video because I thought that his style and my style are not the same. And when I say that I saw the video is not out yet. Obviously, it was just recorded this month. But it was actually very, very tasteful. I have to admit, it was very tasteful. So on that one, I kind of bit my tongue. Another one that I said no to years ago was Rick Ross. I don't remember who it was, but my friend, he was a part of that, and he chose me to be in one of their videos. But at the moment, unfortunately, I was doing another project, so obviously it didn't work out. I couldn't make it to Vegas in the time span that they needed me to, but sometimes, you know, it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So when you get to this school, as I said, they're going to tell you how you need to brush over on your acting skills and how you're going to need this, and that. You can get headshots anywhere. That's something that this school provides, are headshots. I think you need them? I think it just kind of depends where you're at, to be honest with you. It's an industry that is going to take advantage of you if you let it take advantage of you. And I say that with the most positive, loving, supportive way I can say it, because the industry has also, like, eaten me alive too. So I'm not going to say that, you know, I haven't learned my lesson from this, but I have to say that I'm glad that I didn't stop this, because I have been able to work on other projects that I am proud of, and I didn't need any of it, any of the schools, any of the classes. I actually became friends with a couple of people that actually worked for them. Funny story, the reason I won't say the company's names, because I already got in trouble with them once for saying things on them. So I was on a Spanish reality show, and I called that company a scam, because running around to these modeling agencies thinking that, oh cool, you're going to get something out of it, and you're running around adjusting your schedule thinking that you're going to go and make some money, or, you know, be on a certain TV show or something. It's all BS. Like, all of it is like BS. Casting directors probably have connections with them when they need probably masses. But most of the time, directors kind of, I feel like, have in mind when they write a movie, who they want, and if they can get that person to do it, they'll do it. And I feel like after that, it goes into a pool. I've actually worked with casting companies, and casting companies, all require you to do is send them a picture of you, and if you fit what they're looking for, you show up on set. Before you even start anything, the first thing they'll have you do is sign an NDA. Hello, Caesar, how are you? Getting ready for California soon. Toot toot. Really excited about that. Can't wait. But it's crazy. How are you guys even, like, making it out there? Like, $3,400 for, like, a 2-bedroom? I cannot have a 1-bedroom. It's not that I'm bougie, but, like, I have a business where I do, like, crafts, and, oh my god, I don't even know where anything is. And I have to have that extra room, because I make t-shirts, I make all these things, which I should make you one. I need to make you a t-shirt, Caesar. So what else is I saying? How did my Versace music? We pack so much and travel all the time. You just throw everything in a ball and expect it to be all in one place. This is a really good scent on top of that. Really good scent. Anyways, I feel like they are important for you to have somebody tell you, hey, what you're doing wrong. But You don't really need it. You don't really need none of that. I just did a magazine, so if you haven't seen it. I don't even like think anybody was gonna be on because I haven't posted in like so long. I've had a few people come in and out. This is what I'm gonna start doing, is like doing lives. It's 5 o'clock and you guys, I'm just starting my day. Don't judge me. It's so stressful. And I can't play music because then it gets like demonetized. I have like really big lips, you guys. Yeah, you can put on lipstick on live right now. Shout outs. Another project that I'm excited for, I'm working on a horror movie, and this is what, like, I'm sending in something called a reel. So after you get in contact with a casting director, he will actually send you a script, and you have to do the script as you're told. My script is about a horror story. This is recorded in a completely different state, so my travel and my expenses are completely covered by me if I do decide to take on the project. Very lucky that the project is actually maybe like 5-6 hours from my house, so not too bad. And I think they said filming was about a week long, so that's not too bad. And they pay you after you do the film. You do get the script a couple of days early. You can always back off. I had this one movie that I had to back off. It was called Valeria. They wanted me to... Oh, thank you for the $1.99. Nobody's ever sent me... Doo-doo-doo. No, I'm just kidding. It ain't that kind of channel. I really thought about, making a calendar though. I really did think about it. It's kind of in the works, and I feel like I need to do it like within the next month because it's so pretty here, and the beaches here are just wonderful. Like, I love San Diego beaches, but this beach here, there's nobody there, so but nobody goes in the water either, so if somebody was to see me on the side doing like a photo shoot or something, they'd probably be like, oh, she's not from here, she's probably from California. I don't really think I get that as much here though. They definitely know that I'm not from here because it's a very small town, but once you are settled in and you kind of know everybody kind of knows you, it becomes like a pretty chill. So I ain't even gonna lie, I kind of like want to come back here after I move to California. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I feel like a lot of people sleep on the South. Don't sleep on the South. The South is like a great place to get away from everything if you're trying to build something. The South will definitely do that. I don't think California, I can focus as much. Oh no. Me trying not to look. Oh no, I don't really go on my YouTube, and I will. It's just the topics that I've been talking about is something that I'm just trying to like go away from. And I'm trying to like bring topics that interest me, but sometimes that's just so hard. Like, it's hard to just wake up and put on a face of makeup knowing that I'm not going anywhere. 99% of the time, I am in my house. 99%, and I love it. I know how to sew. I learned how to just do stuff and create stuff with my hands, and it's just a different satisfaction that it just gives me versus like making YouTube videos. And YouTube videos will always bring me a satisfaction, but it's not like the same. I only pay $7.50 for my side of the rent. Never leave that place. Chula Vista, right? I think that's where you live, in Chula Vista. Chula Vista is a great area. I used to live on, I think it was like H Street or something. Like, I have to look at the streets because it was like so long ago. I was like 18 when that happened. It was really nice. I think like my friends were just a little bit farther. I am so like over the downtown area, which I don't think like, obviously like everybody wants to go out every now and then, but like as hard as I used to go, no, never, never. I don't think I'll ever go back to that. I wish all my friends success in that. I think I can do so much more just behind that. Yeah, my roommate brother, me, and my roommate talking about renting a house in IB. IB is a good area. Why did my messages go away? IB, if you can find a place in IB, IB is kind of like in the prime of like everything too. I like North Park. That's kind of like I grew up in City Heights. So I'm used to having the 805 and the 8 and the 15, which spoils you because you can be anywhere in like 15 minutes. I don't think I can afford North Park right now. Or maybe, I mean, I think my budget for my new place is $3,400. She said, "You look like you're from North Park." Yeah, we all look the same. Like, we're all like, little Mexicanas, like little brown girls with like black hair. Oh, I'm getting some text messages. Yeah, like, yes, we all look the same. I ain't even gonna lie. And it's really funny because down here, being a Latina, you flourish a lot. I ain't even gonna lie. You flourish a lot. Like, you really do. When I go into like auditions, like most of the time I get them just because I'm Latina. Maybe I got that little spice, but like most of the time, yeah, I got a good resume, don't get me wrong. But it's like a no questions asked. Like, I usually get an email for them within probably the same day or at least the next day. And then from there, that just gives me confidence that, cool, I can do that. So, Latinas, if you're trying to get into acting or modeling, get out of California, get out of New York, get out of these big cities that are not doing anything for you. They really ain't. Like, competition is just so high there. Here, nothing. Nothing. I'm even talking like a southern person right now. Nothing. It's just so crazy. So crazy. Go from San Diego to a town that has, I think we have about 22,000 people, which is actually a lot. I've been to like little towns of like North Dakota and like South Dakota, and they have little towns where they have like 200 and something friends. So, I mean, we're kind of big, kind of not. My biggest store here is Walmart, and that's the biggest store. And to be honest with you, I hate Walmart. It feels like an airport lately. Oh, and if you don't know, I actually have a scrunchie line, CM Creations. Yeah, big city, just my face. I think it goes both ways. You hear it all the time. Yes. So my first movie, funny thing that you say that, because it happens by accident. So I was just chilling and I get this email forwarded to my phone, and they were saying how the email contained saying that, hey, they're filming a movie. Would you like to be an extra audition? And it was kind of funny because the audition closed at 5 and I put in my audition around 7, and I had the email composed and everything. I didn't think anything of it. So I send it, and like 5 minutes later, I got a response saying, you made it, da 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 da. giving me directions to like the location where I had to show up and what I was supposed to dress like, what what the theme was, and how many outfits changes to bring. When I got there, these girls were laughing at me. They're like, I don't know, because you gotta remember this. They're from Louisiana. So when I think clubbing, I think of a sequence dress. I think of glam. So to me, when I saw these girls were dressed for a bar. The stylist, which was Gabby or Gigi Reese. If you don't know who Gigi Reese is, she's the woman who designed for people who are, you know, millennials. The AT&T, not the AT&T girl, the T-Mobile girl, the motorcycle commercial. My girl designed that, and I used to work for T-Mobile, so I was like, okay, cool. So she was the stylist director for this movie, and she looked at me up and down, and she was like, perfect. And I was just laughing because, like, to me, these girls were dressed like bar. Like, they were going, you should stream on Meet Me. What is Meet Me? Tell me more. I kind of want to stream it on Facebook too because I'm monetized on there, but it's just like, do I gotta get like 3 phones? You can never say no to a platform. I am gonna think about just getting another phone anyways for that purpose. Like right now, it's just kind of me like just chilling. But I definitely do want to keep doing it, like my YouTube videos and stuff. As I said, I just kind of want to record stuff that interests me. So anyways, when I get there, we do the scene, she tells me. So the difference I see in YouTube and Facebook IG is that all you have to do is like, with YouTube, you kind of have to have your own following, and those are the ones that watch it. That's why I was like, I'm actually surprised that there's actually 2 people here online. And I'm just getting ready, so you guys seen the transformation of my 10 minutes with Meet Me to get you the views. I would never do OnlyFans, but I might try that. I'm gonna probably, if you got a referral code, like friend thing, leave it on a comment or like send it to me on my Facebook or something, and I'll definitely sign up under you. I know sometimes yeah, dude. So like the YouTube algorithm, I have to say that I ain't mad at it, but I ain't happy at it. When I was really young, you can probably. Yeah, oh, for sure. OnlyFans is, for sure. I think, like, OnlyFans is pretty much for Insta models that have, like, so many subscribers. Oh, and I feel like it's for people, like you said, that already have an established fan base. For somebody that doesn't have anything, what I hear is that, like, you're going to be selling your pictures and probably not even make $1,000, and that's a shame. And it's a risk that I just wouldn't want to take. I feel like I'd do okay, but I just don't think that it's something that I would do personally. But for the girls that do it, like, I ain't even mad at their grind. Like, I ain't even mad at these girls' grind. Like, if that's what gives them satisfaction, cool. I plan on having kids, so I don't want, you know, this to come bite me and me not be prepared to handle it the right way. So, you know, people are just very different. As I said, I have nothing against them. If you're doing that, that's cool. So back to the onset story. So when this movie comes out, the main artist that's in it, his name is Theo Rossi. If you don't know who he is, he was in Emily the Criminal, and he was also in Sons of Anarchy, and he was just so sweet, so professional, so kind, like, he's so humbled. Like, he went up to people on set and introduced himself, like, and I was like, where have I seen them? When I go on set, I never, ever, 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 ever record or never look up anybody that I'm going to work with, because then that, like, puts me in, like, a groupie type of spot. And I didn't take pictures with him, but I did get like videos of like him doing his makeup and like other cool stuff. So I'm like, I got everything, you know, pictures on set and stuff. Um, it was really ironic because I played a club girl, and for people that know, like Caesar here knows that like I was a total industry girl. To play that in a movie and let it last forever is completely ridiculous and completely ironic for me, and it was just very, very funny that I'm on there. So there's two scenes that I'm in. The first one is the club scene. Wait, you getting typecasted? So these are just like background. So I have a couple that for lead role. So the one that I was gonna do with Valeria, I'm actually gonna forward you the script because it's a pretty good laugh. She was probably me when I was like 22 to 25. It was a very, very violent character. And just to get in that headspace, the directors were so interested in me doing it. I just didn't feel it. It had the word PUTA in the script, in the first script, and it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. Too many curse words, and I feel like if my mom saw it, because it would probably be aired to like my mom's type of you know, viewership. I don't want to have my first Spanish role be a. I just didn't want it. It was about a girl that was going through a breakup, and it was very strong. Like, the scene they had me do is very strong, and I just wasn't in a mad headspace. I wasn't in a bad place to like give them what they wanted. It just didn't feel right, and when it doesn't feel right, you just gotta let it go. So the other scene besides the club scene is when we're going. Oh, trust me. Okay, I'm actually gonna pull it up. I think my email. Oh no, my email's not on this one. I did want to think about that, but the thing is, like, it was a breakup. It was a breakup, and I'll actually do a little dialogue of it if you guys do want to see it. It was a breakup, and it was like her on the phone, and she's just saying how he's a piece of ass and da 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 da. I didn't know how big this character is or how big the production is, to be honest. You apply through various ways. I apply to many different ways. I apply through emails. I apply through like Facebook posts, Instagram posts. There's just so many ways that like I have like casting companies that I've already worked with, and they've already worked with me. So if I want to apply for a role, my odds of getting that are really, really high because I've already worked with them. So with the Theo Rossi, it was great. That was an actual SAG film. It's going to be called Sweating Bullets. And then the other part that I'm in that movie is when he's walking in, I'm kind of like walking in, and he comes in front of me and cuts me. And the camera is like right in front of me, and I just kind of like give him like the kind of face, like the. So that's my role. I didn't say anything, but it was still a cool experience. And I got paid to do that. I didn't get paid a lot, and we are not allowed through NDA to say how much we were paid, but it was still a cool experience. I want to start my own production and kind of like Dar storytelling, but with obviously a plot. But I want it to be like more Latino, kind of like Rosa de Guadalupe vibes, if you catch my drift on that. Like, I want it to be like real, like, you mess around, these are the consequences. Like, I feel like a lot of people do stuff and don't realize that when they're doing stuff, it comes with consequences. So get on that. Kind of like want to do something else. I thought about, since the Brand Ambassador Scam Show has made me money in the past, I thought about passing that to like another girl. I have a couple of girls in mind that I think would be great because I still want to do it. I just want to, as I said, work on other content. Another pretty cool fact: you don't need any modeling school if you don't want to do any lead roles. You, as I said, will just get casted. If you ever want to get an actual lead role, just apply for it. You'll be surprised. There's actually a lot of people that they're like, oh, I'm too old, I'm too young. Just apply. It doesn't hurt. I think after like applying to like maybe like 20 roles, I might get like 4 or 5. And it's the 4 or 5 that I actually wanted. So you just never know unless you try. I don't think that you should give up on anything that you ever want to do. Just because it doesn't work out that way doesn't mean it's not going to work out. There's another scam. Oh, they almost got me good. So there's another scam for another movie that wanted my credit card number. Oh, there's so much steam coming out of my head. I listened to an audition and spoke to them, and they told me, hey, we love you so much. Come to LA and we will buy your plane ticket, but you have to pay like 22%, some random fee. So I go look at flights for Delta, and they're like $700-800. She's trying to show me a screenshot of like $600. So I'm like, okay. And she's like, all you have to pay is like 200 and something. When I tell you they even send me an NDA, they almost got me. They sent me an NDA. They started telling me who these characters are going to be. This thing was good. I'm actually probably going to make an episode of it because it was really, really good. I don't think these people who they were impersonating actually know that their names are being used. Aw, love you too. Just 2 guys. You and Caesar, real ones, supporting from the beginning. Love you guys, love you guys, love you guys. I lost my train of thought. I'm like straightening my hair. What else? Can't see. Let me see. Oh, that's so awesome. Yes. They got me like so good. So what I did, because this is like months and months of them just like emailing me and me like actually believing that this was a real thing. So then she's like, oh, I booked your hotel. She booked it through me through Booking Hotels. And if you know anything about that website, you can book any hotel room you want and you do not pay for it until you get there or until the actual date. So all I told her was, hey, I have a house in San Diego because my mom lives in San Diego. And I was like, I will pay for my flight and accommodations. And that was the last thing I heard from them because I didn't want to send my card information. And that was something that I think everybody should be aware of, that people are out here taking advantage of other people's dreams, which you can't let other people take your dream and tell you that it can't happen. My goal is not to be like an actor or anything. It kind of just happened by accident. And it's kind of cool just to be able to pick up from the momentum and just keep going and going and going. It's not, as I said, like a lifetime goal or anything. I know exactly how acting is. Acting is very inconsistent. You will have some jobs. 1 month you might have 5 or 6. The next month you might not have anything for 6 or 8 months. So it's very inconsistent. And that's why you see a lot of people in so many different movies because they're just trying to do anything to survive. These extra background jobs do not pay a lot. It's kind of cool for somebody who's just trying to put their foot in the industry, but when they say Da 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 was a struggling artist from till they landed their big role, I completely understand them now. I'm finding out that the